I'm TN's reporter Joe Little in the South Bay, where this road is completely flooded, but it's what it's carrying downstream that's really dangerous. Well guys, it looks like Joe Little pulled the short straw again. Hanging out with 50,000 bees right now. I'm TN's reporter Joe Little in Imperial Beach with the latest invention that could revolutionize your local boardwalk. This is a very sleepy Chardonnay here. He's had a rough couple of weeks. 40,000 vehicles go through here every day, but they all have to stop when these arms come down. The crazy thing is the Raglan Public House started with 60 of these cups. Now they're down to only 5. And the guy at the top of City Hall seems content to let the state of California ban these bags first. Well, that demand is finally here. Once the city adds this hotel, 2 more may be coming as well. Was it thrown away with this Christmas tree?
Christmas tree, we've got
it's a little late
broken
for a Christmas tree. It's just like in the NFL. If the coach doesn't like the call on the field, he'll throw a red flag and ask for a replay. If he's wrong, he loses a timeout, but if he's right, he gets to keep it. Same thing here. If McCann or Padilla throw that red flag and ask for a recount and still lose, then they lose all that money. The folks living in the East County are so fed up with the folks running things from the coast that they're willing to cut themselves off here in Alpine and put a big sign saying, "Now entering Chaparral County." Take a look behind me. This looks like a used car lot for fire engines. It's the same thing as lighting up a pack of matches and throwing them in the grass, which I'm not gonna do. I don't think 4-year-old Oakley here is happy to see me. He's clearly very mad at me.
We've been so worried about him.
He probably misses his owner, Sam Nguyen. He last saw her on Wednesday morning. The neighborhood was evacuated while she was at work. The bull terrier is her only child.
He's got to be starving and thirsty.
She called 10 News when deputies told her she couldn't get back into her Santa Leo Hills home. The Cocos fire was still a threat. Nguyen thought maybe we could get him. The media has access to disaster areas like this. So you want me to bring him some food? What do you want me to bring?
Yes, just some turkey.
Now, I'm gonna hopefully go in there and grab him and take him to his owner, and I'm gonna try not to get mauled. I think this is a really bad idea. Just as I was trying to be a hero, real ones showed up. Ooh. Sheriff's deputies were able to get Oakley to settle down a little. They gave him some water and some beef jerky. Are you guys just on patrol or something? What are you guys doing?
Border patrol.
But they were content to leave Oakley there. All right, I'm armed with... I wasn't. Turkey, 2 dog treats, and a leash. Come on, let's get in the car. Oh boy, come on. This is the first time in my career I've smuggled a dog out of an evacuation area. Oakley and I go for a ride. You excited to see Mama? I got some turkey. I like turkey and I like a lot. Don't go poo. Give me a kiss. Boom. Oh, okay, yes. Oakley was delivered safely to Nguyen, who was very happy to see him.
Hi, Oakley. Hi, sweetie. Oh, hello.
A wagging tail and a final love tap from me. And Sam and Oakley are reunited.
Homes are replaceable. Lights aren't.
So you can see the lights behind me here. That is the San Ysidro port of entry. Well, Virginia, let's just sort of absorb that for a second. The season's over. All right, and this guy, John McCann, leads this guy, Steve Padilla, by only 2 votes. And that, my friends, is a great excuse for a recount. Call it experience, call it luck. Either way, when Mark Dan took off one of these cliffs, he knew almost immediately he was in trouble. Only 6 players could be on either side of the football. Well, count with me now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 butts up in the air. That's against the rules. Uh-oh, no call, missed field goal, Bob's your uncle, and the Bolts go to the playoffs. A patch of grass about this big, which is about 1,000 square feet, would take at least 160,000 gallons of water a year just to keep green. But this artificial turf here takes 0 gallons of water. You could also lay down in dress clothes and not worry about stains. Mandatory water restrictions force a lot of San Diegans to do what these folks did, which is replace their yards with rocks. And now with the new drought, their neighbors may have to follow suit. Now they're not ripping out all of their grass. They're still gonna have the green tee boxes, the fairways, and the greens. But the savings will help golfers save money. It'll also help homeowners living nearby. This is a cup of California liquid gold. It's a precious commodity, and next year, it could be even more valuable. Right now, you're being asked to save more water. Simple reality is we need Mother Nature's help. And it took me less than 3 minutes to find these big globules here in the sand. And I can tell you what, it would be a pain in the butt to step in something like this. Guys, I was out here Friday, and this was much worse. There were tires flying by. Not beyond getting rid of this old English beer can and making this Christmas Creek look nicer, it's also going to help San Diego Bay, which is just down the stream. But it's not what's out here that concerns environmentalists, it's what these plants are putting into the air. So this is not over.
It's not over.
Is it tough getting on stage and saying, I was bullied?
At first, yes.
Now see this blue line here? That's how high this water level could eventually get. Just to give you a better idea, those orange markers on the hillside on the far end of the reservoir, that's the same peak level. All of that eventually could be underwater. There is a bunch of trash floating down through here. There's styrofoam, there's whatever that is. This is easily the most beautiful drainage ditch I've ever been in, and I've been in some doozies covering water for 10 News the past few years, but besides being beautiful, this drainage ditch is also extremely useful. Black Friday also marks the beginning of Christmas tree season, and this year you're going to see a lot more trees coming from the Pacific Northwest. National City certainly hopes so. This is not farmer's market action going on. I need to order something really bad for me, okay? It drew me in.
Can I get your name first?
Steve Atkinson. Now I have to wear this white X so I don't get shot, but these CEOs who are usually in the white collar world, they're fair game. We all know using one of these while driving is stupid, but there are other distractions, like your buddies, who the police want you to think about as well. Shh. I mean, take a look at that 10 News live truck way down there. Go get it. It's still a good ways off. How far away is it? 315 feet. Now, if you take a look at the video, the last frame where you see the house and the helicopter, it looks a lot closer than that live truck. Blinging out the hydrants here in La Jolla also costs taxpayers money, about $114 each. It's not paved. There are no street lights. That would help you see all the holes. It's next to a deep canyon, and not a whole lot of people are obeying the speed limit. I shot that more than a year ago. As you can see, not much has changed. So we'd have a bunch of towers as big as this one all over the state making it rain. Now, a lot of these travelers are eternal optimists. They think once their luggage gets there and once they get there, most of the rain will be gone. Imagine every page in this book is worth just one vote. That's how close their race would be. But down in Imperial Beach, the race for mayor, it's about this close. You definitely feel the security here at the waterfront park. They're doing more than making sure we don't block the jets. I don't know about your science classes, but I mixed chemicals, dissected a frog, burned off an eyebrow. I never did anything like this. Society gives me a pass to wear this ridiculous belt buckle. And here in National City along Highland Avenue, where cruising is prohibited, every time the Chargers win, the city closes down this road so people can cruise and celebrate. And for 7 years, they've been collecting tolls on this road. And there's a bunch of people out here who are just not happy about that. Thousands of South Bay residents who already come here would also be getting the business. It's only about 8 or 10 miles from places like Imperial Beach and San Ysidro to the current traffic court. Siri, driving directions to San Diego County Traffic Court.
Getting directions.
But according to my friend Siri here, it's another 17 miles to Kearney Mesa. It's even longer if you have to take the bus.
Everybody thinks this would just be such a wonderful hit.
Hi. Including this dork. I drive a Prius. Do you think I could beat this thing in it? Uh-oh. It's really safe. How can you miss me? Cruising old school. Just chilling in the electric cat. Reporting live from the Registrar of Voters in Chula Vista. I like it up here. In La Jolla. Weren't fire hydrants red back in the day?
I thought so. I was going to say that.
I think the solution is really simple. Don't get a ticket. Joe Little at the Helen Woodward Animal Center. I'm going to steal him. I can't begin to tell you how much this smells. In Carmel Mountain Ranch. I still stink at this game. Smuggling a dog in my work car. Joe Little, 10 News.